Are you ready? We'll start first chapter of chemistry. Now you will have new branch of science. There are three branches: physics, chemistry, and bio. Today we learn chemistry. First chapter of chemistry. The topic is matter. What is matter? We can say everything around us is called matter. For example, this also called matter, this board also called matter, we also called matter, air is called matter. So what is the definition of matter? Matter means anything that has mass and occupies space. That has mass and occupies space is called matter. And also one more definition, we can perceive. We will feel it with any one of our sense. 5 senses are there. At least with any one sense we can feel. For example, air. How do you feel air? Air, how do you feel? We can feel it. When the fan is on, we can feel it with the help of skin. Feel. So this is our sense. With the help of sense we can feel it. So what is matter? Mass. It occupies space, or we can feel with any of our sense. Understand? Before that, ancient philosophers thought that that means great people, they told that matter means it is made up of 5 things, Panchtantra. That means air, water, earth, fire, sky. Like that they used to tell ancient time. Later, they discovered that matter is made up of particles. Matter is made up of particles. What is matter? Anything that has mass and occupies the space or perceived with our sense, any one of the sense, is called matter. And light is not called as a matter. Why? It don't have mass. It has photon, lack of energy. And sound is also form of energy. So this is not called matter because they don't have mass, they don't occupy space. So this is a definition. Get it? Why they don't? Why it is not called matter means you write they don't have mass, they don't occupy space. So it is not called as a matter. Next becomes types of matter. There are 2 types of matter. That means we can divide matter physically and chemically. In terms of physical property, we divide matter into 3 parts. Physically, we divide matter into 3 parts: solid, liquid, and gas. Solid, liquid, and gas. In terms of physical property. In terms of chemical property, matter is divided into 3 parts. Okay. It is physically, it is chemically. Chemically, it is divided into 3 parts: element, compound, mixer. Getting? What is matter? This is everything is matter because they have mass. They occupies the space. This dust occupies this place. Air occupies this room. So these are called matter. But light energy, sound, they are form of energy. They don't have mass. They are not called as matter. Matter is divided in 2 ways we can divide. Physically we divide matter into 3 parts: solid, liquid, gas. Chemically we divide matter into 3 parts: element, compound, mixer. Element means hydrogen element, oxygen element. Okay. Compound means water. You know compound means, you will study these things in next chapter. So don't take it now seriously. Mixer means alloy. Okay, this we study, this topic we study next chapter. And third, physical nature of matter. Physical nature of matter. What is the physical nature of matter? Matter is made up of small particles. It is made up of small particles. How will you prove it is made up of small particles? One example. Take a beaker, fill with water. Fill with water, add sugar crystal. You know chini, sugar. Sugar is a crystal. This formula is C6 H22O11, and this is made up of, one crystal is made up of number of this particle, sugar particle. What we see is big piece, many particles joined together, we are seeing one crystal, but it is made up of number, a million of this particle. Getting? When you add this crystal sugar to the water, the level will not rise. The level of the water will not rise. Why? This particle broken into small. Each particle, because many particles combine to form one crystal, so they separate. And that particle occupies a space between. They occupies a space between water particles. That sugar particles occupies a space between water particles. So the level will not rise, because between the water particles space is there. So the small crystal is there, no? They are made up of many particles. Each particle separate and occupies a space. So the level will not increase. So what do you understand? This sugar matter is made up of small particles. Get it? Second, they are very small. They are very small. Example, take a beaker, take 5 beaker or 4 beaker, whatever it may be. Equal quantity of water, equal amount of water you take it, all 200 ml. Okay, now what you are going to add, do you know? To this you add potassium permanganate. It is a salt. One pinch of salt you add. It is a colorful salt. It is of pink color. You are adding small quantity. You are adding to this water and stir it. You can see the whole solution is what color? Pink color. Pink color. Okay. Only you add here. From this, you take 10 ml and add to here. Getting? From this, after getting pink color, take 10 ml and add here. It also shows, but initially I added little piece, one pinch of salt, small portion. And from here I added here 10 ml I have taken with the help of dropper and added here. It also shows pink color. Now from here I have taken 10 ml and added here. It also shows pink color. From here 10 ml I have taken added here pink color. It shows. Again I added 10 ml pink color. See, initially I added little amount. Imagine how small the particles are. So they broken, they are dissolved, and that particle I added here. It also shows pink, and here also I added pink, but I added this much. So what do you understand? The particle is made up of minute particles. The matter is made up of minute particles. Understand? These two are nature of particular physical nature of matter. It is made up of small particles. Matter is made up of particles. It is very, very small. The next topic is characteristics of particles. Now we are going to learn characteristics of particles. First character is between the particles there is attraction. I will give you with example. solid, liquid, gas. The particles are closely arranged. Particles are closely arranged. What about here? Particles are loosely arranged. Here, what about here? Particles are very loosely arranged. Understand? This is the structure of matter. In solid, each particle, this is the example of solid, it is closely packed. Whereas here, between the particles, space is there. Here, much space is there. The first property, what you are learning? Attract. So imagine, where more attraction between the particle, here or here or here? Here more attraction. Understand? Here particles are closer because of attraction between the particle is more. Here attraction between the particle is less. Here attraction between the particles is very least. That's why they are moving apart. Attraction is less. Here attraction is more, so closer. Particles are situated closer. They are close to one another. Getting? That's why they are rigid. These two are called fluid. What is fluid? They flow. The particles flow. If you pour water, they flow. If you release any gas, that is spray or anything, you put it and the whole room it flow. So who are called fluids? Liquid and gas. This is rigid because particles are close to each other. Close to one another because force of attraction is much. Here least, here less. Getting? So what you are learning? Characteristics of particles. In solid, attraction is more between the particles. Here attraction is less. Here very less. Second, space. And tell me where space is more between the particles. Here less space. Here more space. Here very too far. Much space. Here much space. More space. Very much space. So between the particle attraction is there. Between the particles space is there. And who is having kinetic energy? Moving particle possesses kinetic energy. Which are the particle move? This particle, this particle. They have more kinetic energy than the particle has more kinetic energy than solid particles. So these are the properties of particles. So say first point, there is attraction between the particles. That is called force of attraction. Here attraction between the particles is less. Here attraction between the particles is very less. That is least. Second, space. Here less space between the particles. Here more space. Here much space. Next, states of matter. States of matter. This one is states of matter. Solid, liquid, gas. Now tell me, where we can compress? Here space is less, more, most. Which we can compress very easily? Gas. You know CNG gas, compressed natural gas. And a cylinder, they fill the cylinder, inside the cylinder, they compress the gas. Understand? They compress the gas because between the particle much space there, so we can compress. We can bring together. We can bring the particles together by compressing. Here less space, we can compress. Here very less, it is negligible. Getting? This is space compressibility of the matter. Where we can compress, where space is more, we can compress. Gases can be compressed. Next, change in state. Before that, I will tell you how we can change compressibility. For example, cylinder, LPG gas, you know. By applying more pressure, they packed the gas inside the cylinder. Getting? We can change the state by applying two factors. One is pressure, next one is temperature. By two factors we can change a state that we study in here. Change in state. We can change a state. What state? Solid to liquid, liquid to gas, or gas to solid. We can change by applying two factors. Which are the factors? By applying pressure and temperature. If you apply more pressure, on gas, it comes closer and change into liquid. Again apply more pressure, again it comes closer, change into solid. We can make solid carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a gas. We can change into solid by this factor. Apply more pressure, change into liquid. Again apply much pressure, it will change into solid. So you might have heard solid carbon dioxide. LPG is the best example. It is packed with the help of pressure. Now I am going to release the pressure by changing the knob. Yes or no? When you release the pressure, it is liquid inside. When you release, by applying pressure, they change into liquid. When you decrease the pressure by opening the knob, what happens? You can see gas is liberated. If you apply the pressure, particle come closer, change into liquid. If you release the pressure, particle come far away. So what happens? Change into gas. Understand? Second thing, temperature. I will tell you one example. Here room temperature 35, imagine. You are having drinking water. Room temperature 35, so liquid also having same temperature 35 degrees Celsius. Now keep the water bottle in freezer. Refrigerator you keep the bottle. In freezer you keep. What happened there? Temperature is decreased. When the temperature is decreased, kinetic energy is decreased. So particle come closer. Okay, when the temperature is decreased, kinetic energy is decreased, so particle come closer. The water particle change into solid, ice. If you keep in freezer, the water change into ice. Why? Temperature is liberated, so kinetic energy is decreased. So particle come closer and change into solid. Same ice bottle, you kept a bottle, no? Inside the water now become ice. Take out the bottle outside. After a few minutes, it absorbs the heat from the surrounding. What happened? The bond between the force of attraction become more now because particle come closer. Now break the force. How? It takes temperature from the surrounding and the force of attraction breaks. Particle move far away. Understand? That means kinetic energy increase by absorbing the heat. Heat energy change into kinetic energy, so particle move far away. Attraction, the force of attraction break. In ice space between the particle came closer, so attraction is more. When you keep the bottle outside, it absorbs temperature from the surrounding, and the force between the particle break. Are you getting? So it moves and change into liquid. Again keep it over the stove. Heat it. This force of attraction, kinetic energy more, no, increase, no, on heating. So kinetic energy increase, the force of attraction much weaker. So change into gas. So these two factors are responsible for changing the state of matter. On heating, gas change into solid change into liquid change into gas. How? Heat on cooling, particle come closer, change into liquid, again further cool it, again come closer, change into solid. On heating, force attraction between the particle break, so move further, so liquid, again liquid heat it, again it moves, force of attraction much weaker, so it moves far away, it will change into liquid change into gas. So what do you understand? We can change the state of matter by applying two factors, that is pressure and temperature. Understood?